What is the deadliest place in the solar system? Is it the crushing atmosphere of Venus, the violent radiation around Jupiter, the frozen darkness beyond Neptune, or the surface of the sun itself, where matter exists in a state so extreme that human survival is not even a meaningful idea? When we look up at the night sky, the planets can seem calm, distant, and almost peaceful. But the truth is very different. Our solar system is full of places where a human would die almost instantly. Some would burn you alive. Some would crush you. Some would freeze you solid. And some would kill you with invisible radiation long before you understood what was happening. Here are 10 of the deadliest places in the solar system. Number 10. Mars. Mars is often imagined as humanity's backup world. It is the planet we talk about colonizing, the planet of future bases, rovers, and exploration. And compared to many places in the solar system, Mars really is more survivable. But that does not mean it is safe. Mars is still an extremely deadly place for an unprotected human. Its atmosphere is far too thin to breathe, and the surface pressure is so low that survival without life support would be impossible. Temperatures can plunge far below freezing, dust can cover everything, and the planet offers little natural shielding from radiation. Even its famous dust storms add danger. They may not slam into you like a hurricane on Earth because the air is thin, but they can still last for weeks and interfere with power systems, visibility, and survival equipment. Mars may be one of the least deadly worlds beyond Earth, and that says a lot about how lethal the solar system really is. Number 9. Mercury's day side. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, and its sunlit side is an inferno. Because Mercury has almost no substantial atmosphere to spread heat around, temperatures on the day side can rise to around 430 degrees Celsius, or about 800 degrees Fahrenheit. That is hot enough to destroy human life and melt many materials. But what makes Mercury truly bizarre is its contrast. The side facing the Sun becomes brutally hot, while the dark side becomes incredibly cold. There is almost no atmospheric blanket to smooth things out. So Mercury is not just dangerous because it is hot. It is dangerous because it swings between extremes with almost no protection in either direction. Stand in the wrong place, and the solar system reminds you that a planet does not need lava or monsters to kill you. Raw sunlight is enough. Number 8. The Moon. At first, putting the Moon on this list might sound strange. After all, humans have walked there. But the Moon is only survivable with intense protection and extremely careful planning. Without a suit, shelter, and life support, it becomes deadly almost immediately. There is no breathable air, no atmospheric pressure, no weather system to moderate temperature, no real protection from solar radiation or micrometeoroids. In sunlight, the surface can become scorching. In shadow, it becomes brutally cold. And the lunar dust is another hidden danger. It is sharp, fine, clingy, and potentially damaging to both equipment and lungs if brought into habitats. The Moon feels close and familiar because we can see it in our sky. But in reality, it is a hostile vacuum desert where one small failure in equipment can become fatal in minutes. Number 7. Io. Io, one of Jupiter's moons, is one of the most violent places in the solar system. Its surface is covered with active volcanoes, and it is constantly being squeezed and stretched by Jupiter's gravity. This tidal stress generates enormous internal heat, making Io the most volcanically active world we know. Imagine a landscape filled with sulfur, lava flows, erupting plumes, and constant geological violence. Now add Jupiter's intense radiation environment on top of that. Io is not merely dangerous because it has volcanoes. It is dangerous because it combines multiple horrors at once: unstable ground, extreme geology, and a nearby giant planet flooding the region with deadly radiation. It is a moon that looks like it was designed by the universe specifically to be unwelcoming. Number 6. Europa's surface. Europa is one of the most fascinating moons in the solar system. Beneath its icy shell, there may be a vast ocean of liquid water. Because of that, scientists consider it one of the most intriguing places to search for possible life. But for humans standing on the surface, Europa would be terrifying. The ice is brutally cold. The vacuum would kill you. And worst of all, Europa sits inside Jupiter's intense radiation environment. That means even if you somehow had warmth and oxygen, radiation would still be a major threat. A person exposed on Europa's surface without serious shielding would not last long. This is what makes Europa so eerie. It may hide one of the most promising oceans in the solar system, while its surface remains one of the most dangerous places a human could ever visit. Number 5. Saturn's upper atmosphere. Saturn may look elegant from far away, with its bright rings and golden clouds. But if you tried to enter Saturn itself, the beauty would end quickly. Like Jupiter, Saturn is a gas giant. It has no solid surface you can stand on. As you descended, pressure would rise, temperatures would increase, and the atmosphere would become increasingly violent and hostile. Winds race through the planet at enormous speeds. Deeper down, the environment becomes more and more extreme until survival is impossible. And that is one of the strangest things about gas giants. There is no comfortable place to land, regroup, or recover. You just descend into a world of crushing pressure, alien chemistry, and deepening chaos until the planet destroys you completely. Saturn is not a place you die on. It is a place you disappear into. Number 4. Jupiter's atmosphere. If Saturn is deadly, Jupiter is even worse. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, a giant world of storms, pressure, radiation, and enormous atmospheric violence. Even from a distance, it is intimidating. Up close, it becomes a nightmare. Its atmosphere is made mostly of hydrogen and helium. There is no solid ground. As you fall deeper, the pressure rises to unimaginable levels. Temperatures increase. The chemistry becomes more extreme. And above all of this, Jupiter is surrounded by one of the harshest radiation environments in the solar system. Even spacecraft have to be carefully designed to survive near Jupiter for limited periods of time. For a human, the combination would be hopeless. You would not simply fall into a cloudscape. You would be entering a planetary-scale death trap built from gravity, radiation, and pressure. Number 3. Neptune. Neptune is far from the sun, cold, dark, and deeply alien. It may not get the same attention as Jupiter or Saturn, but it is still one of the deadliest places in the solar system. Temperatures are ferociously low. Sunlight is weak and distant. And Neptune's atmosphere is home to some of the fastest winds ever observed in the solar system, reaching astonishing speeds. That means Neptune combines deep cold with extreme atmospheric violence. And like the other giant planets, it does not offer a surface where a human could stand. There is only descent into pressure, turbulence, and a hostile chemical environment. Neptune feels less dramatic than a volcanic moon or the sun. But that quiet distance makes it more haunting. It is a giant world of freezing darkness and unimaginable storms, far from warmth, far from help, and far from anything resembling human survival. Number 2. Venus. If there is a world in the solar system that truly feels like hell, it is Venus. At first glance, Venus is often called Earth's twin because it is similar in size and structure. But in reality, it is one of the most unforgiving planets imaginable. Its atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect, making the surface hot enough to melt lead. Surface temperatures are around 465 degrees Celsius, or roughly 870 degrees Fahrenheit. The atmospheric pressure is also crushing, about 90 times that of Earth at sea level. That is similar to the pressure deep under the ocean. And on top of all that, the atmosphere contains corrosive clouds rich in sulfuric acid. Venus does not kill you in just one way. It kills you with heat. It kills you with pressure. It kills you with chemistry. It is a planet where almost every environmental factor is trying to destroy you at the same time. Number 1. The Sun. The deadliest place in the solar system is, without question, the Sun. Everything about it is fatal. The Sun is a massive sphere of plasma powered by nuclear fusion. Its surface is already unimaginably hot, And deeper inside, temperatures and pressures become even more extreme. Radiation pours from it constantly. Solar eruptions launch enormous amounts of energy into space. Its gravity dominates the solar system. You cannot stand on it. You cannot fly through it. You cannot meaningfully approach it as a human being without entering an environment that destroys matter and life almost instantly. And what makes the sun so unsettling is that it is both our greatest protector and the deadliest object nearby. Without it, life on Earth would not exist. Too close to it, and life becomes impossible. It lights our skies, warms our world, and powers everything we know. And yet it is also a giant nuclear furnace waiting at the center of the solar system, reminding us that the very thing that makes life possible can also be the most lethal place of all. So those were 10 of the deadliest places in the solar system. From the frozen violence of Neptune to the volcanic chaos of Io, from the crushing atmosphere of Venus to the radiation of Jupiter, our cosmic neighborhood is far more hostile than it first appears. Earth feels normal to us. But that is only because we were lucky enough to evolve in one of the rare places where survival is possible. Everywhere else, the solar system becomes a reminder of how fragile life really is. Which place do you think is the most terrifying? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more fascinating facts about space, science, history, the human body, and the strange reality of the universe. Because beyond Earth, beauty and danger usually exist in the same place.